Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise on the 31st of July 2014 with me, Shayan Silva. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Search operation still underway to locate the child abducted in Galgamoor. More than 100,000 families affected by the drought. Environmentalists say invasive plants are a main factor for forest fires. And all schools in Liberia shut down due to the spread of the Ebola virus. The police say that no information has surfaced as yet on the abduction of a child in the Katugampala area in Nigalava, Galgamoor. Our colleagues at Newsfirst are in the area to give you the latest developments of the story.
Several persons have been questioned so far in relation to the incident. It was reported that the child was abducted by 4 individuals who were wearing helmets and had arrived at the scene of the crime on 2 motorbikes. The parents of the boy were injured in the incident. The police say the search operations are continuing to locate the boy.
The Ministry of Finance notes that a total of 111,459 families in several districts are affected by the drought.
Residents of Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Hambantota, Putlam, Mana, Vaunia, Munragal and Ampara districts are reported to be severely affected due to the ongoing drought. According to a communique issued by the Ministry of Finance, upon the advice of the President, several relief efforts are underway to provide relief to those affected. A special program is also underway to provide relief for those farmers who have lost their source of income. The ministry adds that a total sum of 6,000 rupees will be allocated on a monthly basis to each of these families. Steps are also underway to clean the reservoirs and increase water capacity. The communique adds that steps have also been taken to provide water through bowsers through the joint effort of the district secretaries and the National Water Supply and Drainage Board. Measures have also been taken to renovate 600 agrarian wells identified by farmer associations and district secretaries and to provide financial assistance to the relevant districts affected by the drought.
Environmentalist Attorney at Law Jagat Gunawardena says that one of the main reasons for forest fires to erupt is due to the spread of invasive plants. We are now joined by Attorney at Law Jagat Gunawardena to elaborate further on this matter. Good morning, Mr. Gunawardena.
Good morning.
Could you please elaborate first of all as to how invasive plants have an impact on forest fires that are taking place in the country at the moment?
There is correlationship between forest fires and invasive species. One is that certain alien invasive species like the guinea grass, the foxtail grass and the lantana or the gandapana plant are easily inflammable during dry periods. So it makes the area prone to forest fires more easily, especially the guinea grass which is of a tropical African origin is prone to fires, and we have seen that most forest fires are due to the guinea grass easily catching up fires. Similarly, we have seen the foxtail grass, which is also very widespread invasive, getting dry during a spell of dry weather, and that also makes it prone for fires. The third plant that we have seen is the lantana plant, which is a shrub, a thickly growing shrub which also easily catches fire during periods. The second aspect that we have seen is that in good habitats, when there is a forest fire, the invasive plants, invasive trees, invasive shrubs and invasive grasses take a hold early on when the next bout of rains come in. So the habitat changed by the spread of alien invasive species. This is also very much evident in all parts of the country where land is put on fire. And most of the time we have seen that it does not regenerate back into the old ecosystem, but the system is modified by the spread of unwanted alien invasive species.
Mr. Gunawardena, now during the past few days we've witnessed several forest fires that have erupted. What is your stance on this, and what advice can you share with our viewers?
Forest fire is a great destruction to ecosystems, especially to the sensitive ecosystems where many endemic species of animals and plants are found. Therefore, being careless with fires or deliberately putting fire to forests or land is something that people should refrain from. And the other thing is that it is an offence under the Forest Conservation Ordinance and the Fauna and Flora Protection Ordinance, and anyone who has put fire to a forest habitat or kindles a fire or carries a fire for the same purpose can be arrested without a warrant by the Forest Department or by the Wildlife Department or by the Police Department. Therefore, it's an offence, and we advise people to refrain from deliberately putting fire to land if they can't control the fire. Deliberately putting fire to a forest land or a habitat is an offence. The third aspect is be careful with what you kindle during this period of time, especially in areas where there are grasses and plants and shrubs, because it might catch fire and it might spread to a neighboring habitat.
Mr. Gunawardena, thank you for joining us this morning. The police say that the suspect wanted in connection with a shooting in the Debaravava area in Tisamaharavana has been identified and plans are underway to arrest him. In the meantime, the victim of the shooting succumbed to his injuries last evening.
The shooting took place at around 6:30 last evening in close proximity to the Debaravava clock tower. The deceased has been identified as a 38-year-old who succumbed to his injuries upon admission to the Debaravava hospital. Police media spokesperson SSP Adit Rona stated that the assailant had fled the scene immediately after the shooting.
With you 24 hours a day. Verified, unbiased, balanced, fearless. www.newsfirst.lk. Best Web.lk Awards 2014. Silver Award, Best Media Website. Bronze Award, Best Tamil Website. We thank our loyal viewers for continuing to place your trust in us.
Your life, our news.
The Sri Lanka Foreign Employment Bureau states that steps have been taken to bring back all Sri Lankans in Libya within the next 2 weeks. The Deputy General Manager of the Bureau, Mangala Ramdenia, spoke to us earlier on this morning in this regard.
Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment decided to get the Sri Lankans who are employed. Decision was taken due to the situation in Libya. We are getting the continuous updates from the Cairo embassy in Egypt about the situation. Now their security situation is very bad. We have counted 100 odd Sri Lankans at the moment working and given the consent to come back to Sri Lanka. We need to get them back. Therefore, we have made all the arrangements. They will be back to Sri Lanka by 2 batches.
Staying in local news, the Vice-Chancellor of the Rajarata University, Professor Ranjit Vijayawardena, noted that the university will reopen on the 4th of next month. He said that with effect from the 4th of next month, the students will be accepted to the university.
We decided that on 4th of the next month, we'll be opening all 4 faculties for the students, and the student can report to their respective hostels on 3rd. We had a parents meeting on 28th. At that meeting, parents, they insisted to do some justice to the students, to give some redress to the students. So considering all these facts, we decided to give some redress to these students from the 4th, and these students, all the suspension imposed against these students will be released from the fort, and we expect them to behave as good students in the future. We are planning all the academic activities and facilities for the smooth functioning of the university.
An individual who had sexually abused and killed a 6-year-old boy was handed the death sentence yesterday. The sentence was ordered by the Munaragala High Court Judge Gihan H. Kulatunga. The crime was committed on the 15th of April of 2006 in Buttala. The murderer was a 34-year-old resident of Koslanda in Mirisbadda. Shiromali Veeratna lost out on the opportunity to head into the semi-finals of the 69 kg weight category boxing event yesterday.
Shiromali Veeratna qualified for the quarterfinals after defeating a Lesotho national in the 69 kg weight category in less than 49 seconds at the Commonwealth Games. She was, however, defeated by Nigeria's Edith Okoke in a quarterfinals fixture.
Punches landed in the 4 rounds that we've seen. But
in favour of the red corner from Nigeria.
Kim Mickle won gold in the women's javelin on day 7 of the Commonwealth Games, with teammate Kelsey Lee Roberts picking up bronze. Kim Mickle was able to throw 65.996 across the field. The silver medal was won by South Africa's Sunite Vion. Ambika Lakmali's 59.04 meters placed her in the 6th position in the final round of the javelin throw event yesterday.
And that's a look at this edition of Newsfirst Primetime Sunrise. It is a pleasure having you with us, and I hope you have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.